It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the Saints.
Katie York set to get this one started. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 26 on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, here's Burrow. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 28. Headed out right. Complete out to the right. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Metton stopped by Alex Highsmith.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Motioning him from the slot right. And in for the Houston touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on an opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here we go. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, Burrow to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Is it? Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it down to a single point. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. From the pistol, Hurts. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. Cut out left. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. From the 42. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Hurts. Dump off caught by his back. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll try and punch it in. We'll score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 2nd quarter lead. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is York to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. It's taken in by Williams. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Burrow setting up the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now Burrow. On target to his man Higgins. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 2nd and 3 now. Burrow out of the shotgun. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Getting out to his left. And they take this in for the score. The Saints earn the Butker with the extra point. And the Saints tie things up at 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. They'll run here on first down. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts. Setting up the screen. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
And the Saints go in nickel, 3rd down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.